Okay, hello students. Good morning, good afternoon. Okay, the topic that we are going to explain at this moment is average. And in addition to average, we will discover what does it mean weighted average. Okay, so starting with this topic real quick, I have 4 core subjects, and my core subjects are social studies, is English, math, and science. All right, so what if I want to get the average of my subjects? So if I have 90, 85, 80, and 75. So basically what I need to do is to take my calculator and to make the addition of those numbers. Okay, so I will get 90 plus 85 plus 80 plus 75, 330. Okay, 330. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 subjects, so that means that I need to divide that by 4 to get the average of my grades. So this will give me 82.5. So this is the average for this example. Okay. Now I will explain you another thing. Okay. Sometimes you want to have a good grade. In this case, let's talk about to getting a 90. A 90, so you can't go ahead and not taking the last or the end of semester exam with Mr. Olivo. So you want to keep your 90 or more than 90. Okay, how many points do you need at the end? Okay, remember that we have 3 cycles per semester. So 90 times 3 is 270. So you need to have at least 270 points. Okay, so during the first cycle, second cycle, and third cycle, you need to get at least 90 or more, okay? But what if you have at the beginning 97 for the first cycle and then 93 for the second cycle, but you don't know what will be your grade for the third cycle? Okay, what do you need to do in this case? All right, so let's make a first grade equation, okay? So you have 97 plus 93 plus, you don't know the grade yet. Those should be at least 270, okay? So you need to add these two. So adding this, we have 190 plus X that represents the grade that you are looking for in order to have the 270 points and avoid the end of semester test with me. All right, so it's 270, all right? So we have an equation, first grade equation. All right, so what is the value that we are looking for? 190 is here, adding in the other side will be subtracting, okay? So what is the answer? The answer for that is 80, okay? You need an 80 to add to this grade and get 270 points, and then getting an average of 90, okay? All right, but what if, please take notes, remember that we are supposed to take notes while the teacher is explaining. All right, so what is weighted average? Okay, when you take notes, let me tell you that not every activity counts the same. For instance, you have all the classwork that you can have 20 or 50 assignments, but those will count only 40%. But one single project is 20%, one single quiz is 25%, one single exam will count 15%. So do you see, not every activity counts the same. So what can we do in such a case? Okay, please continue copying that. And let me tell you or explain you using this table. I will make a table, please do the same. For weighted average. Okay, so we have a for math. Remember, I am your math teacher, so let's see how can we work using this. So we have the classwork, we have also the project, we have the quiz, and the 6 weeks test. Okay, this is the things that we actually grade from you guys. Okay, but how do they work? All right, so we have weight that can be expressed as a percentage or as a decimal. Okay, that weight can be represented as a percentage or decimal. Okay, and now we can have the grades. We can have the grades. And the point that you will get from those grades, okay? Right, so let me make the columns right here for our table, okay? So what if, okay, first, remember, classwork is 40% always, project is 20%, quiz is 25%, and the 6 weeks test is 15%. How do you turn that to decimal? Okay, just divide by 100. 0.40, 0.20, 0.25, and 0.15. Okay, so whenever you divide this percentage by 100, you will get the decimal. The decimal is what we need. Okay, we need the decimal form, okay, of the weight. Okay, the grades. Let's see, you have 70, 75, 80, and 85. Okay, so what do you do, or what do you need to do to get the points and then add them to get the last or the actual grade? Okay, to do this, students, we need to multiply here, 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 and here. So it's 0.40 times 70, 0.20 times 75, 0.25 times 80, 0.15 times 85. Okay? Doing this, you will get points. You will get points for each category of your grade. Okay, so when you multiply this 0.40 times 70, you will get 28 points. This time this will give you 15 points. This time this will give you 20 points. And this time this will give you 12.75 points. Now, what is the total? What is the total that you're getting for this? You will get 75.75. So this is the grade that you will have. Even though you have a very good grade in the 6 weeks test, you have a good grade here, but in the category that weights more, which is classwork, that weights 40%, you have a 70. Okay, so you can see how the weighted average work. So please also copy this table, and I will make another example using a little bit of algebra, okay? Okay, let's play a little bit with algebra. It's a very easy equation from Algebra 1. All right, so let's see that you have these grades with your English teacher, and you really want to pass English. So the minimum passing grade in this case is 70. Please keep that in mind, it's 70. But your grades per category are as follows. Okay, so you are working with the English teacher. For classwork, you have 65 for your project. You have 100 for the quiz. You have 70, and for the 6 weeks test, you don't know yet. Okay, you don't know. All right, so let's remember that the weight that you have for classwork is 0.40, which is 40%. For the project is 0.20, which is 20%. For the quiz is 0.25, which is 25%. And for the 6 weeks test is 0.15. Okay, so those are the weights per category in your grade with the English teacher. All right, so what do you need to do? Okay, first you want to pass. So whatever you have here, at the end, you want to have at least a 70, okay? But remember that not all the categories have the same weight. They are different. They are differently graded, okay? All right, so what can we do? Let's make a first grade equation, okay? First, we need to multiply this times this. So you have 65 times 0.40 plus the project, 100 times 0.20 plus your quiz, 70 times 0.25 plus your 15% or 0.15 x, 0.15 x, because we don't know the value for this variable x, okay? Right, so this should be, the addition of all these should be at least 70 in order to pass. So let's find out the minimum grade that you need for your 6 weeks test if you want to pass English, okay? So what we need to do here is multiply. So we have from here 26 plus 20 plus 17.5 plus 0.15x equals 70. All right, one way to do this is just multiply. This time this is this, this time this is this time this is this. This is not possible to get the value yet, so we just write it like that. As you can see, you have these numbers are alike terms, so you can group them, you can put them together by means of one addition. So when you add this plus this plus this, you get 63.5, and you continue keeping the 0.15x, okay, equals 70. This in this side is positive. If I want to move it to the other side, should be negative because it's in the opposite side. So 0.15x equals 70 minus 63.5. Okay, as you can see here, it's positive. In the other side is negative. So 0.15x equals 6.5. Okay, so x will be 6.5 divided by 0.15. As you can see, the 0.15 is multiplying the x, okay? So whatever value we have will be multiplied by x. All right, so in this case, 6.5 divided by this will give you 43.33, okay? So this is the minimum grade that you need to get in this exam to have or to get a 70 as a final score in English, okay?
Teachers, this is a reminder that B-Lunch starts at 11:22. B-Lunch starts at 11:22. Please do not release students until that time.
Okay, sorry for the interruption, kids, and for moving a little bit the video, but the answer continues here. As I was telling you, x equals 6.5 divided by 0.15, which makes a 43.33. 33 for the grade, okay?